Hi, my Facebook friends. It's Michelle Dates. I promised you I get to part 2 about children with Lyme disease. What we can do to protect our children. I just got off Facebook, which I am on Facebook, talking about my history of Lyme disease and what I have done, and I thank everyone very much. We have now hit about 40,000 views of my videos. I appreciate it. It is all for the people to learn. So we are going to go further. I start part 2 with Lyme disease in children. Remember, Lyme arthritis in children are rare. And when you get that, you probably get that hiking, camping, or you've been in the grass, or your pet has them. Usually you don't get it through your pet, but you never know, the tick may fall off. It's iffy, so you don't know. So I'm going to talk a few minutes about that. I'm always talking videos these days. Hey, 40 views? Who would ever think Michelle Dates 40 views? Seriously, I am shocked. I talked yesterday about Lyme disease. Today, children. I'm going to start with the word DEET. I don't have any with me. I usually get it at the Bass Pro Shop. If anybody has heard that, it's called the Bass Pro Shop. We have one an hour east of LA. And if they're all over, they're in Vegas, I think there's another one, Orange County, you can call DEET. NBC LA, Patrick Healy talks about it. A lot of doctors talk about it all over the world. People that hike back east use DEET. But it's not a silver bullet, as Patrick Healy has said, and he would agree with me because I am friends with the NBC LA in this town. I've done a lot with them. The man who retired, he always teased me and said you should be a reporter. So I told Facebook I went from a nurse to a makeup artist to a reporter. What's next? As doctors say, you could have been a doctor. Who knew? Who knew? A woman who gave shots. Who knew? But DEET is okay, but it's dangerous, and a lot of actors don't like to give. If you're in New York, you're in the Hamptons, or somewhere else, DEET is not safe, but you can use it. I like to use oils, as I said. I'm big on essential oils. I'm big on making a cream. As I said, I use coconut. I showed everyone an oil video. Put Controlla, Citronella, Controlla, all over your body. It does not sting. Or put some coconut with it. And the mosquitoes do not like it. The ticks don't like it. So if you go hiking, the number one thing, white. Why white? If you see a black little nymph that's the size of a pepper, you can remove it. And always carry a tweezer. When you hike or camp, you're in Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, do not forget your tweezer. That is a must. If a Cub Scout or Boy Scout has all their clothes on, remember, it's a gray color. You may see the black nymph, you may not. Again, you check the head before you go to bed, because you're not going to shower at camp, right? You check the head. Make sure the counselor checks the groin. The buttocks, the legs, the toes, under the armpits. These are areas that ticks love to stay, where it's warm. You must look for these. So funny, at my doctor's office, I don't say names, but I think I sat next to Hugh Laurie, which family knows. So I was like, hey, House, help me. I have Lyme disease. I was doing treatments. So I didn't say a word. But remember, his episode showed a girl had a tick, and it was in a private part of a woman. He found it at the end. So happens. Alec Baldwin does also have a movie called Lyme Life. Turn that on. It's a great movie. It's about family life in Hamptons, but it talks about Lyme disease. He felt that should be told, which I know China Phillips, so it is a very good movie to watch. It's from the 90s, so Alec must have been bitten in the 90s. Remember, I don't know all these people, but I know some. I'm from LA. Let's go further. When your kid is swimming, I would buy him white trunks. Forget the green and the black and you want to be cute. I love to wear black. I do. But when I wear black, I wear all my oils and I'm very protected. And if I go out, I wear something I can see. So if I have a red shirt on, I'm going to see a black. I went to a God Bless America party with my high school friends this September up in a high area that ticks and mosquitoes may be. What did I do? I wore a red top. So if you wear black, you're taking a chance. Make sure you wear white. Make sure that you do check the hair. Make sure you check every strand of that hair. If it's not in the scalp, it could be just in the hair. These are things that you must do. Now, when a child comes in and about 3 days later your child says, Mom, Dad, Nanny, whoever they are, my legs hurt, I'm nauseous, I'm dizzy. What's the first thing? Flu, right? So you leave it at that. But if it keeps going 3, 4 more days, you go to a doctor and you say, my child's been in the woods playing, camping. You enforce a Western blot test. Let me express again my name, Michelle Dates. You can PM me on Facebook. I don't friend everyone, but PM me. Tell me my child feels sick and has body aches and still feels sick and the doctor won't do anything. Let me express. Allie Hiffiller, Tommy Hiffiller, the designer's daughter, caught it young and nobody did anything. And she's privileged, okay? They did nothing and they showed the tick. They did nothing. So you really have to be proactive. My mother had a red target on her body. You get a red target. Sometimes, not all. She did, my mom, and it scared her. And she was working in the garden. I said, Mom, time to go to the doctors and get doxycycline, 100 milligrams twice a day, which is called BID. I was a nurse. The doctor said, your daughter's very up on Lyme disease. Correct. I knew already for years now. Why wouldn't I? I'm too late for Doxy. I got sick 14 years ago. The Doxy wouldn't have helped me 5 years ago. 10 years under care? Waste of time. IV, stronger drugs. And oral medicine tears your tummy. So if you could take IV, you're a great patient. But children, we're talking about children now. They are sick. If that doctor does take the test and says, I don't want to take the test, and you enforce it and gives amoxicillin for 10 days, it may knock it out for a minute, but it's not going to cure it. Believe me, I took a drug and it didn't knock it out. And I know the drug. I will not say it. It was not the drug. It was a drug of choice, but not for that time. I think the infectious disease knew that. You can develop mold. You can develop a lot of things with this. But children, then we go more. Our knees hurt. We're tired. We don't feel good. And parents think they're just complaining. You've got to look for these signs in order to get a good diagnosis. With that, I will leave that because this is not a camera, it's a video. Just regular camera, not a video or, taping. So with that, I will come back and do more, but I want to leave you with that. Remember, when your child's up there, white is the drug of choice. Clothes of choice. Drug of choice is Doxy. For a child, you may give him something else, but Doxy is the drug of choice. We want to kill that bug because the lingering effect. Let me give you an FYI. Richard Gere got sick making a movie with Winona in New York, okay? Winona, remember her? I think he did a movie in the 90s. He got sick in Central Park, caught Lyme, sick as a dog. You know what his words was? I never felt pain and never was sick as I was sick as this. He got medicine ASAP. He was one of the lucky ones. And he got better. But do we hear of Richard Gere? No, I never hear. He's older now. Do we hear of Jay Letterman? I have what he has. As an adult, do you hear of these people working anymore? They're older. They're probably need to relax. So the children of today, we must take caution and must prepare before they go out into the world. And number one, I have to say, is the park, the mountains, camping, beachside where there is rubble and rubbish, and just plain, let's say, Malibu Canyon in California. That kind of camping and having a good time hiking. You must be safe. And please wear white. I saw a few friends I know that are actors on TV, and they hike and they're all in black. And the Beverly Hills Housewives, which we know one of them has Lyme. Do not wear black. You're taking a chance. You really are. I love black, but I know what to put on. The next person does not. So stay with me for the third part. You guys have a good evening. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Coming from California.